Hey everyone, it's Greg. Today I want to talk about how you create mailing labels in eEdge. I've been asked that a lot, especially with the holidays coming up, so I figured I'd make a quick video, show you how easily it can be done. First of all, it is a little bit different than what you've probably been doing because it's done in two programs. The first thing that we need to do is export the names and addresses out of eEdge, and then we're going to open them up and import them into another program to actually print the labels, and it's not that hard. So first thing we're going to do is hover over the word contacts, and we're going to come down to import/export. We select that. Once we get into the import export screen, we're going to leave the import tab, and we're going to click on the middle tab right up here called export contacts. From here, we can choose the group or groups that we want to export and then the status for each. So first, let's hit the down arrow by the groups and let's select our 33 touch people, for example. And then we're going to change the contact status to all. It's important that you change that contact status to all if you want all of your 33 touch people. Once I'm done with that, I hit export. Once I hit export, I'm just going to save it. And basically what it did was it just created a list of all of the names for me that I can now import into another program. The program that I usually use to create my labels is online, and it's made by Avery, which is the company that makes most of our mailing labels anyway. So it just sort of makes sense for me to use that one. So what I'm going to do now is open a new tab in my browser, and I'm just going to go to avery.com. Once I get to avery.com, I'm going to come right up to quick links at the top, and I'm going to hit design and print online. And when I hit that, it's going to ask me for what label that it wants to format. And if you look at your box of labels, it should tell you the number, the model number. And if you're not using Avery, that's okay. Most other companies will say similar to Avery 5160 or whatever. So you should know pretty much right away what label you're using. Most of us are going to use an Avery 5160 label. So it says, okay, here's the label. It's 1 inch by 2 5/8. So we say, yep, that's the one. When we click on it, it gives me a whole bunch of templates that I can use. Actually, it gives me 10 pages of them. But I'm going to go really basic here, and I'm just going to select and customize the blank one. So now what it's doing is it's opening the edit window, and it gives us a big label for us to design in. And really the only designing that we're going to do is we're going to add a text box first. Right up here it says add text box. And I don't really need this text, obviously. I just need the box. Okay? Once I have my text box, the next thing I need to do is go to import data. In other words, I need to import that list that we just exported out of eEdge. And it's really simple to do. I just hit Start Mail Merge right here. And I go to Browse for File. In other words, I have to go and bring in the file that we exported, which is in my desktop, and it's right here. And it will load it in for me, and now I have a list of all of the people that I imported. Now right here I can pick and choose who I want to create labels for. And one thing I want to do is uncheck this first box because this is a header box. I don't need a label for my headers, my headings. So I'm going to uncheck that one. And then I'm going to print a label for everyone else. So I'm just going to hit Next. Once I do, this will work like any other mail merge program that you're using. You take all of your available fields from the list that you imported and you arrange them in the box to the right. So I'm going to bring in my first name and my last name. Oops. Let's try that again. There we go. I'm going to hit enter. Type in my address. I'm not getting it all the way over there. There we go. And I'm going to hit the hit the enter key. I'm going to type in a city. Now I hit the backspace to get rid of the automatic space that it puts in there for me. I'm going to put in a comma and a space because that's how we're going to format the city and state. And then I'm going to put an extra line, an extra space. I'm going to put my zip code here, or you could of course drop your zip code on the next line. It's totally up to you, wherever you want to put it. Once I've done that, I've done my arranging of the fields. These are the only fields I need, obviously, for a label. So I'm going to hit Complete Merge. And as I do that, you can see Adam does not have an address, but you can see the comma and the spacing. If we go and take a look, once I hit once I hit next, we will see a more done label. So how about this right here? Okay, so here's what a label would look like if it had the address. Now I can format these labels right from here. So what I can do is just put my mouse beside my first letter, hold down the left mouse button, and drag down and to the right and select everything. And what I usually do is I come right here, arrange, rotate, align, and it will bring up this box. And if you see right down here, it says center on product. I can center it horizontally, I can center it vertically, or I can center it both. That's the one I usually choose, but it's totally up to you. So I'm going to center it on both. Well, it's not doing that for me, so let's go back and center it horizontally here and vertically down here. So as you can see, it's now centered horizontally and vertically. And I am now ready to preview and print my labels. So when I hit preview and print, it shows me a list of what my labels are going to look like. I stick my Avery labels into the printer, and when I'm ready, I'm just going to hit this print button right up here, and I will have some really nicely templated labels. So that is it. That's all you have to do. It is not that hard. It only takes a minute, and this program from Avery does a really nice job of preparing the labels for you. So enjoy, and everybody have a great day.